This is how the world sees St Andrew's Raisin weekend, culminating in a huge foam fight on Monday to welcome first-year students to the university. Pictures appear in almost every newspaper and news outlet, from the New York Times to BuzzFeed.
Raisin is an annual tradition that usually comes around the end of October, and it's a weekend of revelry, essentially. So on the Sunday, you have academic families, which include third years who are parents and first years who are children. And on the Sunday in the morning, the children go to their mother's house and they have a party, and essentially they play drinking games, scavenger hunts, all kinds of games. And later on in the afternoon and in the evening, they go to their father's house and the drinking continues. And then on the Monday, you have the foam fight, which is probably how Raisin is best known. So first years gather at St Salvator's Quad. They are dressed up by their mothers in fancy dress, and they're given things called raisin receipts by their fathers, and then they have a foam fight.
Whilst it's a foam fight that grabs all the press coverage, it's the Sunday that the whole town talks about.
Well, Raisin Sunday has become notorious in recent years. I think you only have to look at the Proctor Lorna Milne's emails in recent years. They've grown severe in tone, and some of the stories that have come out from Raisin Sunday have been particularly shocking. I think sort of in recent years there were a lot of people who would suggest that more emphasis has been placed on the drinking aspects of the tradition, and essentially it's seen as an opportunity to get as drunk as you can, as wild as you can, and in some cases a lot of damage has been caused, and it has tensions have grown between students and people who live in the town. And it's caused real problems for the university because, of course, they are associated with it. It's their students. And despite their attempts this year and in previous years to disassociate themselves from Raisin Sunday, there's not much they can do. And as the years have gone by, the drinking has got worse, and the antisocial behaviour has got worse as well, I would say.
Every year, the university warns students to behave on Raisin Sunday, and every year, some students ignore that warning. But can we really see the Monday and Sunday separately? Both events revolve around the academic family system.
My academic family, both my mum and dad, are really good, and I think that has probably been one of my favourite things about St Andrews so far, because you meet such a range of people, and it's kind of like there are people that you can always go to about things, so they help me with schoolwork as well as throwing really good parties and stuff like that. So it's just a really good way to meet a whole range of people from different years and people that you wouldn't meet normally.
The truth is, both days of Raisin Weekend are vitally important to the celebration. The Sunday is the social day. You get to know your family, you make friends, and yes, often you get quite drunk. On Monday, you wake up and have one of the craziest experiences of your life, and it's then, covered in foam, tired from the previous day, surrounded by newfound friends, that you can feel the weight of 600 years of history and tradition bearing down on you. You feel part of the university. And the Sunday doesn't even need alcohol to be fun.
On our scavenger hunt, we were walking up and down Market Street and we were doing various challenges, like one was proposed to a stranger. We were probably having just as good a time as all the people that had drunk large amounts of alcohol. Not that I'm saying that you shouldn't have a drink, but getting to the point where you're vomiting on passers-by and scaring small children and old ladies, I really don't think is valuable for the university.
You can't have Raisin Monday without the Sunday. They should complement each other. It's selfish half-wits getting ridiculously drunk and doing stupid things who make the Sunday controversial, when it should just be about having harmless fun.
The foam fight on the Monday is where you have all of your peers and everybody comes together and has fun, and it's just a really great experience to be a part of, and also really unique and individual to this school.
It's these idiots that threaten the entire weekend. Breaking the law and causing disruption is the opposite of what Raisin should be about. We as students need to make it clear that we won't accept these people tarnishing such an important event on the St Andrews calendar, or we risk losing it for good.
Despite our academic rigour, despite our reputation as a leading university in terms of academia, we also have this side of us which is quaint. And I think a lot of people see pictures of students of first years covered in foam, and it's a unique selling point. People are interested in it, and I think first years love it. I think we all love Raisin.